Hey guys, Wulfrak here, bringing you another bite-sized review, and this week we're going to be talking about a little game called Ratropolis. Developed by Castle Games, it is a roguelite, deck-based, real-time strategy game with tower defense elements. The game is portrayed on a two-dimensional plane, so if you've ever played Kingdom or Kingdom New Lands, this game will look very familiar at first glance. But that's not all that this game seems to be influenced by, because if you have played Slay the Spire, that is the game that this feels most reminiscent of. It's a fantastic game, and I'm excited to share it with you, so let's jump right into it. First thing we're going to talk about is going to be the menu and options that this game offers. Now, the options menu is a little simple with not much gameplay changes, but you do have the option to play full screen or windowed, and you can play with the audio levels. Pretty standard. The only thing I wish this game had as an option is the scroll speed, but that's okay. Next, we're going to see the stats menu. That breaks down your past playthroughs, including what advisors, cards, and buildings you utilized, as well as an online leaderboard so you can compare your success to the sweaty players all around the world. The game also offers a glossary, enabling you to study the cards you've unlocked and the enemies you have faced. As you start the game, you'll see 6 options for different leaders. Each leader will have different bonuses, starting decks, and a leader-specific ability that greatly changes the way you'll play the game. The last menu before jumping into a playthrough will have you pick a map. There are 3 to choose from, with each map offering different enemies, bosses, and even the option to add pollution, which is basically a difficulty meter that you can increase once you start having successful playthroughs. The first thing I want to mention is that the tutorial does a fantastic job teaching you the basics of different card types and how to use them. The only thing I felt that was missing was the specifics on how to move your troops from one point on the map to the other. Moving an entire group is very simple, however I find it exceedingly tedious to split up your group and only move a portion of your forces. My favorite part of the gameplay is how fluid the game feels when playing cards, placing buildings, and using abilities. Econ cards, like Labor, enable you to utilize spare population for timed investments, typically resulting in gold once the timer runs out, at which point you will receive your population back. Building cards enable you to build houses that increase your Radisson population, or structures that can heal your units or give other bonuses to your deck or defenses. Military cards typically create frontline military units or backline ranged units. I'm using the military leader, which gives the ability of upgrading military cards to make them stronger and defeat enemies with more ease. Some leaders benefit building construction or economy bonuses. Random encounters will spawn at your town center, leading to options like a shop, enabling you to purchase more cards, or adding advisors, which are basically relics if you've ever played Slay the Spire. These typically have permanent attributes that affect the game. Do your best to defend both fronts and survive each wave to gain bonus chests to further improve your Ratropolis. Now, being an artist, one of the most important things about a game is the art style for me. The cards themselves are designed well and give a great board game vibe, and I'm a big fan of the unit and enemy design. The animations in combat feel very fluid and complement each other well. My only complaint is the buildings. They do lean too heavily into a two-dimensional style, which leads to the foreground clashing with the map background. As far as the music goes, it does fit the mood well. I only wish it adapted to what was happening on the screen instead of just feeling like a loop that you don't seem to notice after playing the game for longer than 10 minutes. Overall, however, I do agree with most of the choices that they made. At the end of the day, I think Ratropolis has quite a bit of replay value when you take into consideration the unlockable leaders, cards, and the ability to increase difficulty with pollution levels. The game is $17.99 on Steam, which I think is a good price for the great experiences Ratropolis has to offer. When all is said and done, I give this game a solid 8 out of 10 and recommend it to anyone who has love for deck building strategy games. Once again, guys, my name is Wulfrak, and I want to thank you for watching, and I encourage you to let me know what you think of this game in the comments below. If you're looking for more content, I do stream every day at twitch.tv/Wulfrak_, and I'll catch you next time, gamers.